Hello, how's it going? Alright, before we start this video, I want to let you guys all know that pretty much every other file on the SD card got corrupted, so that sucks. So before you comment about the video being hopage and, you know, not really having too much structure, I apologize, it sucks, not much I can do. So basically, car is done, 99%. I got the wrong mass airflow sensor. They sent me the wrong one. They sent me a 2JZ one. Other than that, runs, drives, and I'm sure with the math it'll rip. But that's pretty good news. I'll be covering all the little things and of course a lot of driving videos, as I tend to do with my cars. And I'll also be going over everything I did a second time. But here, I hope you guys enjoy the entire build. I was waiting. I wanted to see if I wanted to make, you know, like a bunch of little videos, keep it updated, which maybe this wasn't the way to do it, but I think this might be enjoyable as well, so enjoy.
What is up, YouTube? So, update today on the new 240. Alright. Basically, took out smog stuff, which is like one little thing. I didn't film it because it's really not interesting, and not that this will be any more interesting. I don't know, just felt like making a video. Anyways, since you saw it last, engine bed is clean, no more smog. Move power steering because we got to relocate power steering over here because the 1JZ's power steering pumps like would be right here. And the stock 240 power steering is over on the opposite side. What else did we take out? Took out the AC condenser and all that stuff. Cause yep. What else? Bunch of stock airbox and stuff. I still have to take out like the little thing that goes underneath because I got to drill a hole there, and then I also got to take out the window washer fluid or relocate it because again I really want it to be stock, but yeah, we got to drill a hole there for intercooler piping. Probably won't do that today though. Today will be an interesting day because I've never done this. So we have a little bit of surface rust here because of this stupid battery, and it's on the frame rail. And I mean, anyone that's familiar with rust, I personally don't think it's bad at all. Like, it's like, okay, see that? How the rust is coming. God, this camera sucks. See how the rust is coming off? I took that off with water, like literally just spraying. So I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of sandpaper. Luckily, this side's not rusted because it's still painted, so that's nice. We got a little bit of rust right there. Again, it seems to be all surface, but basically before I drop an engine in this, I want that to be fixed. So we're gonna sand down all the crappy parts and then tape it off, do a quick little job of Rust-Oleum. And yeah, luckily, like, you can't see it, but underneath it's pretty clean, surprisingly. I'm pretty sure, I don't know how, but somehow the paint got chipped off there and just started rusting. Because on that side of the frame rail, it's covered in grease, which sounds bad, but it's actually good because it prevented it from rusting. So, interesting. Probably won't bash out those two ears. See those? It's very hard to tell, but there's two things. The wiring harness is in the way. Yeah, you're not going to see. We got to smash those in to fit the new trans I'm running. Yeah, that's about it. So yes, I'm officially going with the 1JZ GTE vvti. I'll probably be buying it in 4 days, which today is November 19th. Don't know when the video is going to go up. I'm going to buy it probably the 23rd. Already showed you the interior. I got a cup holder. Wow. That's pretty much it. Interior wise, haven't done much else. I relocated the battery of the 240 to the back, which is quite easy. I'll show it, but I mean, that's why I didn't even film it. There's like about 100,000 of those videos on YouTube, and it's nothing cool. But as you can see here, instead of getting a 100 amp fuse, got a 100 amp circuit breaker, so it works just like your house. So meaning, you know, if you ground something out and overload the thing, it goes, oh shit, and then it flicks off. Now, obviously, you can't just flick it right back on, or else you're gonna just probably fuck something up. Or it'll just flick right back off. But so you'll, you know, have to identify what the problem is. But I figured that's a lot cheaper than 100 amp fuses and all that jazz. Come on, focus. And yeah, I've yet to install this. This will be 10 minutes. But here, let's go to the garage and I'll show you what I've done so far. Alrighty, cool. So all of this isn't really final. It's just, I mean, it's mounted, as you can see. Obviously, that's the intercooler. Come on. This thing's been fucking me on the focus recently. There we go. It's relatively good. I haven't mounted the bottom just so I get some leeway so I can actually test fit it. This is pre-made from CX Racing, which, you know, kind of almost eBay, but it's fucking piping. I'm running stock boost. I don't need hella expensive because this was so cheap for everything. Cleaned up the engine bay quite a bit. Took out stock power steering. Relocated a couple things like power steering is going to go on that side. What else? I forgot how stock 240s look. These probably are going to be changed, and I'm going to move where the fuel filter goes, but I rerouted, obviously, the fuel lines to the other side, because that is how JZ works. So on the other side, I got a, it's not in yet, but not a hard line, but another type of clutch line that goes directly to Z32 trans, because as you can see, that now is the stock clutch line, and that's exactly where the damn exhaust goes, so that's not going to work. So have I done a lot of little things, you know, repairing rust here and there, and then Rust-Oleum over it after repairing it. Yeah, it hasn't looked like a lot, but let me show you some parts I got, because on paper this thing is almost done. I think you'll be excited. Yes, they're in my room. It's a fucking mess, but you have to bear with me. Okay. So that is a Collins adapter flywheel, yada yada. We got full exhaust, that's like in there. I got a 2JZ GTE starter, obviously. Those work with 1Js. We got Xcessive Manufacturing engine mounts. Fuck, I'm tired. Alright, and then obviously I marked out D for driver's side. Got, I forgot the company, but Collins Adapters like gives you this clutch kit if you buy their whole kit. So I just did. It's whatever, stage 3, I don't know, whatever the hell that means. The pilot bearing, it can hold like 450 pound-feet of torque or something. Pressure plate, obviously, and then there's the adapter in there, but I mean, it's just a black circle. You know what that looks like. Got a radiator, obviously. Let's go check out the coolest part. Alright, so I discussed last time, you know, we got this intercooler, fuel lines, power steering shit, and all those things in there obviously are going to support everything in there. So if you see tucked away over here, got my Z32 transmission, 300ZX. It's technically the same as an RB25 trans minus the bell housing, so quite strong. I have to shorten the shifter because it's too long for Xcessive, so that's like the only mod I have to do to that. And then obviously I have use a 350Z throwout bearing, and that works with this whole adapter kit. So let's look at the prize jewel. That is a 1JZ GTE vvti. It's kind of tucked away here. It's kind of hard for me to get like a good angle, but I bought this from JDM of San Diego, and they're pretty chill. That right there is obviously the mass airflow sensor. Got the igniter, a non-immobilized ECU. It comes with a check valve for the brake booster. You know, it's completely stock, which is what I want. So of course, if I was, you know, wanting to spend a lot of time I could just wire it myself, you know, into the car and make a huge mess, which to each their own if that's what you want to do. But my biggest thing is money really isn't a problem for me. Time is my problem, since, you know, school and work. Mainly school, though, takes up all my time. So, you know, I was like, well, this is 22 years old. I'm only 21, so this is legit older than me. Well, it shouldn't matter, but I mean, look at that. Like, you already have things that have been spliced and retaped, and I don't know, I don't want to be chasing projects or chasing headaches for hours upon hours on end, which some people like that, and I get it'll save a lot of money, but you know, why not just get plug and play, have it work hopefully the first time and all that jazz. So Colin's guy said I should use a 2JZ starter and it's full of oil, which would be like, why would you do that? And I'm like, well, it's to prove that it doesn't leak, and it's been sitting here for a while. So obviously, you know, valve covers. Now again, it hasn't been on, so who knows? Maybe when it's on, it'll actually start the leak. But I'll replace some little things. But I didn't even realize it was full of oil, so I tried to take the oil filter off and made a mess. So that was cool. But I mean, look at the oil pan. Like, there's a very slight leak almost, but like shit, you could run your hand across this oil pan and your hand will be still clean, which for a lot of cars, I know that is not true. So I got a fitting that screws in here. This is power steering, AN line. Then I'm going to just run this to reservoir. I might literally use this tube. I mean, it looks fine. We'll see. It literally doesn't really matter that much, because that's the main thing, is almost every single guy that keeps stock ECU or anything like that on a 2JZ vvti have this exact similar throttle body. And I mean, there's guys out there like Motion Auto TV that drift, you know, in competitions, and if anyone's going to complain about throttle response, it'll be someone that actually like drifts semi-professionally or professionally, whatever the hell that is. And not once do I ever complain. So I don't think it's as bad as people say it is if they're using it in an actual drift car. But again, this is going to be my daily. It's just going to be kind of a fun daily. What's up, YouTube? So basically, I've barely made any updates on this build because I've been horrible at filming. But here's some quick things. Come here, I'll show you. So there's a Nissan 300ZX Trans, also known as a Z32 Trans. And we're using the Collins adapter kit. I got a 1JZ vvti for the S13, which I'll show you over there. Basically, we use a 350Z throwout bearing. And as Colin says, you use the 350Z pivot ball, but some random dude, I forgot his name, I'll have to link his description, says you use the stock pivot ball, and as you can see, it looks just fine. I'm sure it'll work, and if it doesn't, we'll know what I did wrong. So, over here, we have the Collins adapter. I also already stripped that because I'm an idiot. Anyways, I got the adapter on the 1JZ, the same as the 2JZ. And as you've probably seen before, over here real quick, you're supposed to drill out, this is a 2JZ starter, you drill out the starter and then you put the stud and nut on, like so. So that way, again, like you said, you can take it out and inside the car. If not, you would have to drop your engine and transmission to take out your starter, which is a horrible design. So here we're doing the clutch, the flywheel. That's the flywheel. And the clutch assembly. And yeah, should run soon. We'll see. Alright, YouTube, so I got the adapter, flywheel, pilot bearing, clutch, pressure plate, and I already pulled the pin, but hard to tell on camera, but it lines perfectly up. Kinda. Oh, there we go. So yeah, thank you to Colin's Performance. Sure you guys heard of it. But yeah, should be going in soon. Let's try and get a trans on. Alright guys, so my buddy, I don't know if I showed you guys this. This is a custom Joe shorted shifter. You can't buy it anywhere. But should fit pretty nice in my 240SX. Because that's the car it's going in. So yes, this is a Z32 300ZX naturally aspirated transmission. The boxes are the same. Bell housing is different than a twin turbo, but they're as strong. pretty good. Trans is good. As you can see, everything's lined up. There's no way I'm going to be able to engage the clutch. But yeah, it's not moving. I only have one bolt here, so basically there's a bolt here, and then two underneath. Be doing that. But yeah, got the whole drivetrain. Got my Xcessive mounts, and then I got another trans mount that I'm putting on. Yeah. It's mounted. It's been horrible.
Copyright.
I know, right? It's been horrible at filming. Engine and trans mounted. Gonna leave the clutch, intercooler, radiator. Got my wiring specialties harness. Let's go.